Right, we're gonna give this another go. I actually went offline when the PC crashed last night. I went offline and had one more try. Managed to get to the destination, do a drop off, and I thought, oh, I'll have one more go, and then I crashed into some trees, so gave up. So it actually worked. Whatever's going on with Flight Simulator seems to be an intermittent issue. Kind of lowered some of the texture quality, but even then it's not looking too good. Still only on 33 frames. I'm sure I had it higher than that before, but maybe we lowered it down way more before. Anyway, we'll give it a try again. Not going to give up on it just yet, because for the little bits that I have done, I've enjoyed it. As it stands, we select a job.
Transporter from dispatch. I see you ask for a cargo mission. The ground crew is waiting you on the parking to load the crates.
Lovely. So let's do that first off. Again, I still haven't changed this. I'm trying to fathom out whether we should have gone the other way around on this airport.
Dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
Oh, what do you know? You can do the cargo here. I'll do the cargo here then. Thanks. Come to me.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Okay. That was quick and easy. We'll just go back the way we came. Feeling I'm going to be plugged off again. Get ready for murder. Just got to get off the ground. Get the autopilot on, make it nice and easy. Well, so far so good.
Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is type Cessna Skyhawk 2 miles southwest of Echo Golf Lima Kilo. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3M approach. Quote 1022.
I'm sure that's water down there, then it's got trees inside the
Squawk
water.
1022 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha radar contact 2 miles southwest of Echo Golf Lima Kilo 1,200 feet. Altimeter 29.92.
Copy Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Just checking the map, make sure it's flying in the right direction. Heading down towards Southampton for this one. We've got the plane loaded up correctly as well, we've got the correct weights put in. And again, whenever if you're going to do cargo missions, I'm starting with the cargo missions because they seem to be nice and simple, there's no time limit. Make sure obviously that your aircraft can handle the cargo, so this aircraft, probably looking at around 250 max. Any more than that and you're going to struggle to say the least, because of load of weight. I was going to put live weather on, but it's the most miserable of weather at the moment, and it's windy as hell. I wouldn't be able to take off at all, so I thought we'd change it to this at least. See where we've taken off from and where we are at the moment. Heading down Southampton way. Gotta watch those knots. It will hit 3,000 and we'll level out. Thinking about it. Gain a little speed now. A little bit of light cloud. That does look so good. So far so good. Heading in the right direction. What airport that is. Not entirely sure on that one. Must be like a small local one. Off the throttle a little bit. Sunny skies ahead, let's have some of that, I think. Hope it clears up today. It's miserable weather where I am today as well, so let's have a look at the map. Where are we in relation to... We're reaching about the halfway point in probably the next 2 to 3 minutes. No, I think flying between 2005 and 3000 is probably the perfect altitude if you just want to look at the scenery with some detail, because that looks really nice. And this is a mix of ultra and high settings. Nosy around. Not exactly smooth panning around, but then we are just over 30 frames. Not exactly going to be the best in terms of quality. But it's playable, that's the main thing. only thing I don't know is when we arrive, don't know whether I'll be able to drop this mission off because it's smack bang in the middle of a building. Don't know if I can get the plane close enough to register to drop off. This is the only thing I've found so far that a lot of the
Tower
drop-offs.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha is 11 miles northeast of Echo to land.
A lot of the drop-offs are
Cessna Alpha Sierra
not in the right
X-Ray Golf
location.
Sierra Alpha Southampton Tower. Make straight and runway 20. Altimeter 29er decimal 9er 2 and 272 and 8.
Fly straight at runway 20 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Coming in on the runway. It's not too far out. Didn't like that when I turned. I went down to 8 frames. Woo! That was good. It seems like the cockpit of this aircraft uses up quite a lot of frames.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha cleared to land runway 20. Wind 272 and 8.
Clear to land runway 20 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Okay, but quicker than I expected. There's nothing. Crap.
500.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the next
she
parking
goes
and put
again.
your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha contact ground on 118.205.
Must have recovered a little bit. That was a bit messy in the touchdown. But we're down, that's the main thing. We'll practice the landings.
Cessna
Get
Golf
G.
Sierra Alpha, did you copy? Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, did you copy?
Normally leave all the radios automatic, but it doesn't seem to be working today.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission?
Going to 118.205 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Transporter from dispatch. Okay, nice job. Someone is coming to take the cargo. I'll call you when it's done.
I thought that was on. There we are. Yours usually goes up on its own.
Transporter from dispatch. Everything seems okay. The customer looks happy. Mission ended. Fly safe to whom?
I say to whom? Gotta love that. Right, so we've managed to do 2 successful. Woo! Total distance 60, 30, 8, 571, 284. So we're slowly ranking up. That's our balance there. So, 4. Okay. So main menu on that one. The slow boring bit now. We'll wait for this to update. So we landed EGH I think. Changed out. Top there. Sits for jobs from that airport. You got a lot of these cargo ones, but they are timed. So if I took that now, I've got like half an hour. I know, but I won't make it on time. especially with my. I tend to 257 to. Gonna be a better one for me. It's probably going to be worth in a field. It's off the runway though. There doesn't seem to be anything like trees surrounding the area. It's always worth zooming in on where you doesn't register the parking. Should be okay. If it doesn't register here, I should be able to drive around that area. In theory, so going to ELJ. On. So we know. Quite a fair chunk. You should be okay though. With broken clay. So wait for that to load in. Again, no time limit on this one, so we've got plenty of time. Earns us another 4,276. So remember that we can go then and open up multi-engine piston if we earn over 10,000 and buy into that. Get into turboprops at 30,000. So got to earn yourself a good 40,000 to open those. Might be worth just doing these small runs. Don't crash, don't crash, come on, load in, you know you wanna. But better luck today than we did last night, that's for sure.
Southampton Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready at runway 2 departure to the north.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared for takeoff runway.
So,
Transporter from dispatch. Good morning. The cargo mission will start as soon as you get on your plane, in the parking.
So. In other words, just drive off the runway.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by. Transporter. Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
Hope this one doesn't mess up.
Transporter from dispatch. Fly safe.
Trying to gain a lot of speed in that one.
Takeoff Sierra Alpha, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Bit busy around this part.
Southampton Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for north departure.
Hey Dojo, we're looking at 10 o'clock in the morning. So I was far away just looking at the graphics. That looks pretty nice. Rail yard below. Shame they don't do rendered trains, that'd be cool. Let's go again. Where are we going to? That's a good question. Where's it marked on the map? Turn that off. Didn't actually look today. We're going to Charlegrove Airport. It's just a tiny little airport. It's just outside Oxford. I like flying with the clouds. Blue skies all the time is kind of boring. Gotta be flying into that lot. No way of getting around that one by the looks of it.
Takeoff Sierra Alpha, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
tell there's quite a bit of
Squawk
wind
3163
blowing.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
It's a bit flying at an angle. Oh dear God, that might be an awkward landing.
Contact 5 miles northwest of Echo Gulf, Charlie, India, 2,200 feet. Altimeter 29.902.
Copy Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha.
Speaking of which, I might need to look at the airport. I think there are tags you can switch on, and you can turn off the name tags. I know that much. I left them on, but I might change that. We've got runway 36, runway 30. 36 doesn't look like it's used that much. Not sure what we're landing on. It doesn't tell me, unfortunately. As long as it's not runway 90, we're okay. I'm hoping it's 36, because that would track with my heading. I should have double checked that. Hey, what do I know? Just about get the thing up in the air, who cares about landing it? So this will be, if we get this landed, this will be the third successful mission. And my second mission in a row successful. Fingers crossed, there's not a lot riding on this. Only 4,000 odd. Seeing as this plane has got the autopilot, we shall make use of that autopilot. I do like these clouds. These, you know, I didn't play X-Plane 11 too often, and it was only the base game, but at the end of the day, I've got to compare base game to base game, and this is a base game that's so far advanced.
Contact line and approach on ONE 23.3.
123.3 for
Friends
Cessna Golf
download
Sierra
GTA
Alpha.
San Andreas. Played that years ago, so I would have no idea how you get it now. Other than
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra
buying it
Alpha
and
land
downloading
approach
it.
continuous plan. Altimeter 29.902.
I think that's the biggest thing that impresses me with this game is how they do this. You know, the transparent clouds, how they get the fluffiness of the cloud as well, and how it does make you feel like you are actually flying through, and it's just not a wall of white. I remember in the old games where you'd be playing flight simulators, flying through a cloud, it would just be a blank of white, and that's it. There'd be no definition. But this has got so much definition and shape to it, forms. Like looking through there to see the land in between the clouds. That's really good. It's a nice shot. I like that. It's getting thicker. It is possible to play ETS with friends. You've got to download the ETS multiplayer. But I just don't enjoy multiplayer because there's too many people who ask about on it and spoil your game.
Holding up approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 3,400 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ODM approach. Continue as planned. Altimeter 29.902.
Do I have it? Nah, I haven't installed multiplayer for a long time. I want to get my... I need to... Well, I'm in the middle of trying to get my single player back up to where it was, because my single player, I was on like 80% map. But I lost my save, so I had to start again. So that's my main target for now, is to get my single player back to where it was. And he breaks through the clouds. That's really cool. Let's have a look. I need to have a look. Where we're going. Halfway is about there, so about 3 minutes out from halfway there, maybe 5 minutes out. We shall see. Aircraft up there. You see lights for an aircraft, but why? There must be an AI aircraft there. You see the lights flashing. BAW226. Almost tempting to try and lower the altitude a little. Turn that on. here we go. Gonna do weird stuff to me. Right, altitude. Disengage autopilot.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha contact Benson approach on 136.45.
Going to 136.45 Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Benson approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha 2,500 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha Benson approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Right, settle down, settle down. Trying to get that damn thing to do what you want. I need to learn more about the autopilot on this and what needs to be done. A little bit lower. Looks like the cloud level is quite low at where we are. Ain't gonna see too much. Airport can't be too far out, that's for sure. Where are we? Airport before I get to the one I'm actually going to. Don't want to watch that, don't want to land at the wrong one. That's a big angry cloud. Okay.
Echo Golf Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha 11 miles south 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 24.
Runway 24. Let me have a look at that again. Runway 24. 90. Oh wait, there is a 2-force over there. I didn't see that. So we're gonna have to fly around by the looks of it. Okay. We're gonna have to we're flying up along over that runway. Might be worth just flying straight over the runways, bank right, so we come back around onto it, and that should bring us onto 2-4. This is the first airport. Uh-oh. Don't crash the game, it's going to crash the game, isn't it? Ah, it's still bugging out. This game is so annoying at the moment. There's a bug in this where it's causing the game just to crash the desktop. I'm still doing it. I actually thought it was sorted by me adjusting things last night. Clearly not, because well, we got further than we did before, because before we couldn't even take off and land. I'm kind of disappointed because I want to get into this little thing, but I can't get the game to stay active without crashing to desktop. There's no error that comes up. There's no nothing, which is really annoying. Give it one more go. He's got to start the damn thing all over again. So annoying. Still there. It's a shame you can't just rejoin and carry on, but when it crashes out, it just... I saw it straight away. As soon as I saw the camera change without me touching anything, I knew that that game gonna go. Load it back in. This is the bit that probably takes the longest to load. We just gotta wait. Don't forget we got Prime Day, just in case anybody's wondering. There's Amazon Prime Day on the 13th, 14th, I think it is. Keep an eye out for deals there. I'll be checking up for SSDs. I need an SSD. If they do a good price, I doubt it though. Maybe Black Friday, who knows. Definitely need this game. Finally, where were we? GHI. Traveling to EGLJ. Aircraft. Once. Flight conditions. Scattered cloud, shall we? While I'm here, let's see if I can find those settings. That's what we're after. Right, let's see if we can load that in. We'll take those names, those name tags hopefully are off now. Should be nice. Plus it's one less thing to be rendered. I don't know whether that caused any frames at all. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Well, we're about to find out, I guess. One of the things they did say was open up the map. I don't know if you're supposed to leave it open or whether you just toggle it open and close it and it's fine. But I don't know if you're supposed to do that every time you get a new aircraft loaded in, or just one time when you just leave it open, or do you close it? It's I don't know. Let's see if this loads first. Nearly there. Come on. God, this bit sucks.
Transporter from dispatch. I see you asked for a cargo mission. The ground crew is waiting you on the parking to load the crates.
There's somewhere there. I can literally turn around.
Transporter form dispatch. Loading cargo. Please stand by.
Hey Ava, how you doing? Or Eva, whichever way you want to say it. The equipment, if it does load in, I don't think that's loading in. I have to go in and have a look at that. But currently we're on a 2700X. We're not using the driving stuff. This is on my other rig. This is just a second PC, so it's a 2700X and 2070 graphics card.
Transporter from dispatch. The cargo is
Jasper.
on board. You are clear to taxi to the runway and take off.
It's already crashed once. Oh, hold on. Let's get the map open. Just saying, leave that map. Well, I'll leave that open in another window, see if it helps at all. It's just a different bug. Try this mission again. And hopefully this time we actually get to the destination.
Transporter from dispatch. Fly safe.
Takeoff Sierra Alpha, continue for north departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Southampton Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha, continue for north departure.
This plane's not too bad. It's well, that's the classic Cessna at the end of the day. It's the 172, is it? I can't even remember the numbers now. Jesus, I forget. With the Garmin. Come on, settle down. So that's pretty much where we are. The map. Taken off. Heading to where we'll be going for 4,276. 45 nautical miles. So hopefully now we'll be able to make this one without the game crashing out. If it crashes out, I'll be leaving it for today because I won't have any more time to try again. I hope they bring a patch out to fix this crashing to desktop business though. It really is annoying. I think we'll aim for a target of what? 2,500? Cruise a little bit lower this time. Enjoy more of the scenery, I guess. So this is going to be what, another 15-20 minute flight?
Takeoff, Sierra Alpha, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Southampton Tower, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, frequency change. Solent approach, Cessna Alpha, Sierra X-ray Golf, Sierra Alpha, this time Cessna Skyhawk 5 miles northwest of Echo Golf, Charlie, India. Request flight following.
Cessna Alpha Sierra, X-ray Golf Sierra, Alpha Solent approach. Squawk 4447.
Squawk 4447, Cessna Golf, Sierra Alpha.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha radar contact 5 miles northwest of
That's
Echo
true.
Golf, Charlie, India, 2,100 feet.
Maybe that'll come.
United
Maybe that'll be
Decimal
done by the game itself.
Copy, Cessna Golf, Sierra Alpha.
But you're right though, it kind of would be good if they did accents, even if they just did it randomly. At least we're pretty much flying straight this time rather than at an angle because of the amount of wind we had last time. I was quite shocked as to how much wind was blowing against us.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha contact line and approach on ONE 23.3.
Going to 182.3.
faster, aren't they? They don't stop.
Approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 2,100 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha line and approach continuous plan. Altimeter 29.92.
There's a shot and a half. The sun just peeking over the edge. What if we do... Trying to get it positioned there. Get a few sun shafts. And when they see me in the air, they talk about me and my bad flying and landing skills. We've got a bit of autopilot going on here. I may just go downstairs and make a cup of coffee. If I hear Mayday, Mayday, I'll be running back upstairs. Yeah, I've got to get a cup of coffee because I'm gagging for a coffee, so I'll be back in a bit.
Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha contact noting of approach on 131 decimal tree.
Going to 131 decimal tree Cessna Golf Sierra Alpha. Holding of approach Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 2,100 feet.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra Alpha Odina approach continue as planned. Altimeter 29.92.
Wait, what? How did a real crash happen? Somebody went to get a cup of coffee. Right, where am I? Right. We're about 3 to 5 minutes out from halfway. Actually, probably less than that, probably about 2 minutes. Hello, how you doing? Welcome to my very noob stream. Currently mid-flight on autopilot, drinking coffee, enjoying the scenery because we're flying, 2,100. So get to see a little bit of detail. Hey Deadly, yeah, it's got a few little niggles, but it's still new. I mean, this is what my... Well, let's have a look. So, my first one I failed because I actually arrived, but I was late. So I've been sticking to the cargo ones. Second one, I crashed. Took off and went straight to the trees because of the wind. That was quite funny. Actually did my third flight. That got registered. Actually managed to land, sorted out, got some pay. Fourth one crashed because the drop-off point was in a bunch of trees, and I thought I could sneak the aircraft in, but couldn't get anywhere near to it. Ended up hitting the tree and crashing. So yeah, we expected that to happen. And the last one we did, we're in. So I think it just needs a few bugs ironed out as to positioning of where the drop-offs are. The game itself, I mean, Flight Sim is up to you. It's an open game. You can play it as you want. But this mod gives you little missions to do. So if you go... If you go to NeoFly, or just type in Google NeoFly, it'll take you to the web page, and basically then what you get is missions. You get cargoes, passengers, express delivery, emergencies, which is land near a crash zone, VIP, sensitive cargo, pizza, and well, pizza, which is people who want to drop something in a drop zone, and secret passengers. But then you've got rankings, so you've got like cadet, second officer, first officer. So you've got to open up the levels by starting off doing certain things or certain missions. So, for example, cadet would be fly cargo, passenger, express delivery, and emergency. And once you've then got second officer, you can then play sensitive cargo. But also, you've got to consider the aircraft you're in, how much cargo you can hold, how many passengers you can hold. It is for free, which is why it's something that I'm willing to look at, because I don't have a load of time to invest and pay into a mod. But a free mod that I can just jump into and quickly do little jaunts around the country, I'm happy to give that a go any day of the week. So we just turn that off so you can see where we're going. The game hasn't crashed on me yet. My Flight Sim has been crashing, keeps bugging out with crashing to desktop. I don't know if anybody else has been having that problem, but talk about a royal pain. Exactly, that's what I was looking for, because it's all very well, you jump in and you fly an aircraft and you buzz around a few known locations, but you soon start to run out of ideas, and you may hit the internet and start thinking of, oh, where can I go visit next? But when you've got something like this which gives you something to do, then it just adds an extra goal, and I'm happy to fly around the countryside and have a look at the views and see what we discover along the way of dropping off. So yeah, this is something that I'm happy to give a go. I mean, it's free at the end of the day. Why not? Download it, give it a go. I think there's a new update. It's supposed to be coming out soon. I was reading their Discord. I think there's something in the pipeline in the next week. Let's have a look at this a second. Out of there. I've got to remember that when I come out of there and click the other window, go off that one. Where's the airport? Remember, there's 2 airports and one's the second. Oh, right. Yeah, it's kind of crappy the situation of being laid off the way it is now, because even then finding something to fill in the gap is very awkward for anybody. Because there's so many people in the same situation. Right, I think those lights flashing out there in the distance is the first airport we need to skip over. You're very welcome. You know, give it a go. It's free to download. It's only a small download as well. Just unpack it on your desktop and open it up and have it running before you start Flight Sim. At least that's what I do, just to make sure that it's going to tie in without any glitches. As you can see here now, we've got this airport we want to skip over. We want to get to this airport at the top.
Echo Golf Lima Juliet, traffic Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha 11 miles south 2,100 feet inbound to land runway 24.
We're landing 24 again. That's because you've entered a quiet stream. If you're on a quiet stream, you know, where there's not a lot of people chatting and what have you, then you're more than likely going to get a response from the person who's on the other end. You know, if you're on a busy stream, you know, let's say you've got 1,000 people watching or whatever, and everybody's typing, mashing the keyboards, you're going to get missed. You know, it's very rare that they'll pick up on what you're saying. Remember, this is the second attempt at this particular mission because the first one, we didn't crash the plane, the game just crashed out. Went in a dark area though, those clouds are covering up the sun quite well. It's all dark and dingy at the moment, I'm starting to feel cold myself. No problem, take care, have a good one.
Mic off.
I need to move that out of the way. My headset microphone is in the way. I don't use that while I'm on here, I use the Blue Yeti. I had to think then, I forgot what the name was. The other airport's not too far out. Yes, it's a Corsair headset. Corsair Void Pro. I love it. Did plan on upgrading to the new Corsair one, but I don't like the new Corsair one and how they've done it. With this one I can change the ear pads out, the new ones that kind of fitted and fixed. And the ear pads for me are the first things that tend to go, and these ones, this soft cushioning. You know, the microphone ain't brilliant, but I don't use the mic that often. But it's good enough for voice if you just want to have a quick chat with someone. I just find it really comfortable. I think I've gone through 3 of these now. This is my 3rd one. I've got another one on the rig downstairs. But it can't be too far off. And I think he said we're landing at runway 24. Which means we've got to fly over and turn around. Oh, we're flying over it right now. Uh-oh. It's going to crash again. Don't crash again. See? Alright. I give up. I really do. We're at the bloody airport and the thing's crashed on me again. That's twice now where we arrive at the airport. And this is the thing, as much as I'd love to play this mod, the game keeps doing this crash to desktop business, and it's making it really frustrating to try and play the game at all. Forgetting this mod, now I'm not sure whether this mod, I don't think the mod is interfering in any way, but there's a load of other people complaining of crashing to desktop. I had the VFR map open, because that causes another bug, but I don't think that's the cause of the crash to desktop. So I'm going to have to leave it there because I won't have time to start that again to try. I'm going to have to do a bit of reading and digging around to see if anybody's found a way of trying to make this crash to desktop less of an issue. I'm not even sure if it's possible, to be honest. But it's only started happening for me since this Japan update. I did a driver rollback last night, so I don't think it's a driver issue. For me, it's got to be somewhere in the game where it's just bugged and bugging out. Which is unfortunate, because I'd really like to get into this mod and try, but with this happening all the time, it just spoils it. So I think what I'll do is knock it on the head for now. We'll leave Flight Sim until it's had another update. Yeah, I've heard people talking about that, but you know, I don't know if it's a downgrade as such. And I need to look into that side of it more. I mean, for me, it's not something that I've noticed. I mean, got to remember, a lot of people who say this are people who are zooming into the graphics at a level which you probably wouldn't do with usual gameplay. You know, so I don't know whether it's actually a downgrade, because, you know, if you're going to zoom in onto an object that you wouldn't even get that close to whilst in an aircraft, is that really worth picking on? For me, I don't mind if they're trying to drop the graphics slightly, which improves frames per second. Wait. Right, okay. There's 2 games here. So you got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, which isn't free. You need to have the base game first. So you would have to pick that up, which is about 50-60 quid. However, it may still be on Xbox Pass. If it's on the Xbox Pass, you can do it through Xbox Pass to Play. So you'd still have to buy the Pass to Play Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. If you've got Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, you can then add the mod in. Remember, NeoFly is a mod which runs on top of Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. So the NeoFly mod is free. Microsoft Flight Sim is not. So there may have been a bit of confusion there, so apologies if that's the case. But yeah, do the Xbox Pass and give it a go, give it a try. Can't go wrong if you ask me. So apologies for that. I'm going to leave that there because there's nothing else I can do until I can get this game running without crashing the desktop every time I try and fly from one place to another. Give it a go. Cracking game at the end of the day. So I don't know when the next update is coming out from Microsoft. I'm hoping that because of there's a load of people complaining with regards to crashing to desktop all the time, that they'll sort something out and get it where it doesn't do that. You know, there's nothing overclocked. You know, my GPU was overclocked. I've stopped that. My CPU was overclocked. I've stopped that. You know, so I've taken the hardware side of it out as much as I can anyway, other than reformatting and installing Windows yet again. But I've seen other people have done that as well, and it doesn't help in any way, shape, or form. So I think it's just a matter of time, waiting, giving them time to look into the issue. Hopefully we'll see something in the next couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I think let's go back to the driving games and enjoy that. So apologies I can't do any more. We've given it 2 tries today and it's failed twice. And I can't do more than that. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Take care and see you in the next one. Goodbye for now.